Hi, wonderful people. Thank you so much for taking time to be here. My name is Adwoa, and this is a moment or two with Adwoa. I want to say a very big thank you to my subscribers on YouTube. I'm so grateful. And please, if you are yet to subscribe, kindly do so. And don't forget to hit on the notification button to get updates of every new video. Thank you. Like I introduced a brief of today's discussion in last week's, today we are doing part 2 of a perfect partner. So we are zooming in on the physical attributes people look out for in a perfect partner. Some time ago, I was going to get an item from a shop close by, and before I got to the shop, there was this gentleman who was already buying. I could tell from a distance that this guy was looking at me. When I got to the shop, I greeted, and this guy quickly and gladly responded. Of course, after buying, I realized this guy was still stealing glances at me. It was a bit uncomfortable, so I asked him if he was okay. This is his response: "I like you." Oh, just like that. Why? Because he likes my body type, he likes my height, he likes my haircut, and on top of it, he said, "You're my kind of lady." Can you imagine? You don't know me anywhere. You just met me at a shop, and because I'm your kind of girl, I have the kind of height you want, I have the body type you want, you like me. Just like this gentleman. A number of people have a list of characteristics they look out for in a partner. On the norm, when you ask someone, so what do you look out for in a partner? They start with a list of characteristics. I want a tall person, not too tall. I want a slim person. Some will go like, I want curvy. Some will go like, I want someone who is physical. Yeah, the six packs. Some will go like, I want someone who is worthy, someone who is funny. People have a lot of descriptions for their perfect partner. You know, it's not bad to have looks, it's not bad to have all those things. But I feel the problem with starting with a list of characteristics creates a certain kind of expectation. Just like this gentleman, because he has all those in his mind, he saw someone that looked just like his kind of girl and he liked the person. But my point is, when we start with a list of characteristics, like I said, it creates a kind of expectation in our mind, like we've customized the kind of partner in our heads. Talking about expectations, I was discussing the Jesus story with my friend during the Easter holidays, and I asked him, what does he think is the reason why the people at the time found it very difficult to believe in Jesus as the Messiah? So this was my friend's answer. He said he thinks maybe the people were expecting Jesus to come from one of the royal families at the time, and they didn't expect Jesus to come from carpenter's home. They didn't expect the Messiah to be a carpenter's son. So that is what he thinks is the reason why the people didn't believe that Jesus is the Messiah. So my friend's answer got me thinking, expectations. And when I relate it to today, I feel because of the list of characteristics we have at the back of our mind, we create a certain kind of expectation that we look out for. Like we have customized our perfect partner in our minds, and anyone who doesn't fall in that category is marked off. Let's say, for instance, you are looking for a tall gentleman, and in your quest of looking for this tall person, all the short people that come your way are marked with red pen. Another thing this expectation does is it makes it difficult to believe or to listen to the voice of God concerning your relationship. Because if God is saying otherwise than your expectation, you find it difficult to get to and listen to what God is saying because of the expectations you have at the back of your mind. Another thing too is these expectations keep driving away good people. But one thing you should know is that Don't be too fixated on the physical attributes, the physical characteristics, that you tend to lose out on the most important things, the things that really matters. People change. Physical looks will change. Someone might be a size 6 today, and tomorrow the person might be like a 12, 14, even 16 or 18. So what happens if your priority is on the person's body type? What happens if the person's body changes? I feel we should look out for things that will not fade away. I'm not saying that looks are bad, or being curvy is bad, or having 6 packs is bad. No, these things are not bad. But when these things become our priority and we are losing focus on the most important things, this is what I mean by don't choose but also by intelligence. Let's say you are looking for a curvy lady, a lady who has the looks, the buttocks, and everything that you want. You meet this lady, and this lady has a questionable character. There's a whole lot of things to write about this lady that is not worthy. But still, because you have gotten the buttocks you want, you close your mind to every other thing. No. Why will you choose buttocks over integrity? I'm not saying you cannot meet someone who has all the looks you have and the person has great virtues. It is possible. But at a point where you are faced to choose between the looks and godliness, please don't choose the looks. Don't choose 6 packs over integrity. No. Another thing I would like to talk about is, please don't look down on people who don't have your expectations. If you don't like people who don't fit into your category, please don't make them feel less of a human being. That is very, very bad. Please stop doing that if you have been doing that. It's not nice at all. Please. I want us to focus on things that will not fade away. You don't know what God has for you. What God has for you is beyond the looks. What God has for you is a better future. What God has for you is a partner that will help you fulfill life and destiny. It is very important to listen to what God is telling you in a place of prayer concerning your relationship. We shouldn't let our expectations override what God wants for us. Don't be fixated on your list of expectations. It might lead you astray. One of my favorite people, a great woman, told me that the kind of partner you choose or the kind of partner you end up with has a long way of determining where you will spend eternity. So you should know that it is a very important thing that you shouldn't just base on looks. You shouldn't just base on what you see today. Please think about it. It's a very critical aspect of your life. Think about the future. Think about the plans God has for you. God has wonderful plans for you to give you an unexpected end. Thank you very much for your time and attention today. I really appreciate it. God willing, next week we have an exciting one as well. Please, you don't want to miss next week. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, kindly do so and click on the notification button to get alerts for new videos. Thank you very much. I appreciate your time.